In my last video, I talked about why it was better that Boba Fett did not join Din Djarin, Bo-Katan, Fennec Shand, and Casca Reeves on the Imperial Light Cruiser to rescue the child Grogu. That was not a scene for Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker to interact. It would have taken away from the emotional weight of what was happening. There should be a time that they run into each other again, though. However, the new question is this: why did Boba Fett escape to Lightspeed? And why did he leave Fennec Shand with the rescue party? Where did he go? Today on Star Wars Fanatic. A Lambda-class shuttle drops out of hyperspace. Tracking it is none other than the Slave One, piloted by Boba Fett. Attempting to shoot the shuttle into oblivion, he concentrates hard on his target, aiming intently. He doesn't notice the Imperial light cruiser the shuttle is headed towards. Shot after shot, his aim is just a little off. It's only a matter of time until he gets his bounty. Then, he doesn't notice two TIE fighters have appeared behind him until their shots ring inches above the hull of the infamous bounty hunter's ship. He makes a quick turn and some spin maneuvers and makes short work of the TIEs. But something is off. How is he missing the shuttle, which isn't made for evasive maneuvers, but hits the fighters easily? Because it's a ruse. He is chasing them to make it appear they're in distress and need an emergency landing. Aboard the shuttle are members of Boba's own team: Din Djarin, Bo-Katan Kryze, Fennec Shand, and Casca Reeves. Boba quickly turns the Slave One and jumps to hyperspace when it is obvious that they will get to land aboard the Imperial light cruiser. That is the last we see of Boba in this act of the episode. But a lot of fans aren't happy about this. Why did he jump away, leaving his partner Fennec Shand aboard the Imperial cruiser? And where did he go? I've heard this many times, so yeah, it's of course time for another Boba Fett theory. I'll also propose a bonus theory mentioned by one of my viewers after my own theory. So my theory is this: Boba didn't really go far. He needed Fennec to help him with his next mission of taking out Bib Fortuna and gaining control of Jabba's palace. He gave the appearance of jumping to hyperspace, but it was only a short jump, just to get out of sight. He had to make the space battle look good, and he had to make his own surprise at the appearance of a cruiser look real. Boba and the Slave One stayed out of the watchful eye of visual scanners, but close enough that he could watch, ensuring his debt was paid to Din Djarin. He had Fennec join the mission in good faith to show Din he is a man of his word and that the child would be rescued. He didn't abandon her. Had things went south in the rescue, he would have been close enough to pull them out. Boba Fett would not just leave his partner to chance. Yes, he knew their plan was solid, but anything could go wrong aboard that ship. And with a Moff of the Imperial government aboard, something was bound to be on that ship that could not be predetermined. Especially if Din Djarin told Boba Fett the conditions under which he rescued Grogu from an Imperial cloner. Yes, now he knew Dr. Pershing was a cloning engineer. Remember the holo transmission they found in the cloning facility on Navarro? He knew Pershing was talking about Grogu in that transmission, and he knew why Grogu had been abducted. So Boba Fett sat in waiting aboard the Slave One, but things did go south. Din Djarin rescues Grogu and beats Moff Gideon and a Dark Trooper in single combat. Now he has the child and the Darksaber. He meets the rest of the rescue party on the bridge of the cruiser with the Moff in capture. Time to end the mission. Just then, a revelation. There is a whole platoon of Dark Troopers coming. Seal the blast doors. The defeated Moff laughs. The only ones to survive this will be the child and myself. As the Dark Troopers pound the door, they nearly break in when a mysterious X-Wing appears and lands in the hangar of the ship. The Dark Troopers turn and head in that direction of the hangar. Along the way, a Jedi ignites his lightsaber and makes short work of the mechanical army. Upon entering the bridge, it is then known that Luke Skywalker is that Jedi. But I said Boba was in waiting on the horizon in case something went wrong. Yes, I did. And Boba Fett knew the plan took a wrong turn. Now this next theory is not mine. It is that of one of my viewers, Arnel Andrada. I hope I didn't butcher that name too bad. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I want to thank you for your lengthy comment on my last video. The theory plays out like this. Boba Fett knows the crew is in trouble. It has taken them too long. The Empire is no match for 3 Mandalorians and an expert bounty hunter / sharpshooter. Boba decides to move the Slave One closer to take a look. Just then, an X-Wing appears from hyperspace. Slave One to unidentified X-Wing. State your name and your business. X-Wing to Boba Fett. This is Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. Stay clear, and I will handle this and return your associates unharmed. Of course, all of this happens off screen. The brevity of that moment would have detracted from the entire scene. Luke was a mysterious pilot to the viewers at this time. Even as obvious as it is to us when we look back on the episode, all we had was hope that it was Luke Skywalker. Boba Fett knows who Luke Skywalker is. They have had interactions before. They fought on Tatooine twice. Once when Luke was still learning what the Force was, and the second time when he had a firm grasp on how to use it. Boba knows Luke is powerful. He knows when Luke says he will take care of it, that he will take care of it. Luke almost single-handedly took out an entire Hutt hive, along with hired thugs, bounty hunters, and hired security. The cell Luke cleaned out were all professionals. An Imperial light cruiser was an easy task for him. Boba also knew if he crossed Luke, it could be the end of him this time. So he sat and waited. He then waited for the word from the team that it was time to extract his partner, Fennec Shand. So he did. This theory suggests that my last video was not completely inaccurate. It adds another piece to the Luke Skywalker and Boba Fett reconciliation. There is so much more to the theory, but this is the short and skinny of it. I will use other parts of the theory for other videos. So yeah, Boba may have known it was Luke Skywalker to the rescue. Had Boba made it to the ship first, he probably would have been killed by the Dark Troopers. What do you think? Does my theory at the beginning about Boba sitting and waiting just out of view sound plausible? Does the theory from Arnel Andrada make as much sense to you as it does to me? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from all of you. Personally, I don't mind the mystery behind some scenes as it adds to the heaviness. It also gives us an opportunity to come up with our own headcanon and make Star Wars our own. If you're new to the channel or just haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to see my future releases about Boba Fett, Mandalorians, and general Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, hit the thumbs up to support the hard work I put into each video and share the video with a friend. Let's make this one of the best Star Wars channels around. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the way, the only way.